Hello everyone, I'm Chris Johnson, Public Information Officer for the Reno Police Department. We're sharing this video to provide important information regarding a recent incident involving Reno police officers. This includes video footage, evidence, and a brief explanation of what occurred. Our goal is to offer you a clearer understanding of the events based on what we know so far. Please note that this video is not intended to draw final conclusions about whether the officers' actions were in line with the department policies or the law. The investigation is ongoing, and a thorough review will be conducted before any determination is made. The content you are about to watch may be disturbing. Police use of force, whether in making an arrest or responding to a threat, can be graphic and difficult to watch. Strong language may also be heard from those involved. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for children or sensitive viewers. Uniformed Reno police officers who frequently interact with the public are equipped with body-worn cameras. These cameras record 30 seconds of video before activation, though they do not capture audio during that period. This feature ensures that important footage is recorded even when an officer is unable to immediately activate the camera.
Hello, I'm Catherine Nance, Chief of Police for the Reno Police Department. I want to emphasize our department's unwavering commitment to transparency and accountability. Consistently sharing information, especially about significant incidents involving our officers, ensures that the community has a clear understanding of the facts. Today, we are releasing video footage from this officer-involved incident as part of our ongoing commitment to openness and building trust between law enforcement and the public. While the investigation is still in progress, it is important to provide accurate, timely information to prevent misunderstandings and foster stronger relationships. As you watch the footage, please remember that it only represents one part of the ongoing investigation. Thank you.
I'm Captain Robert Larson with the Reno Police Department. Whenever an officer is involved in a shooting, it is our policy to have the incident investigated by an outside agency in line with the Washoe County Officer-Involved Shooting Protocol. These investigations are thorough and comprehensive, typically including interviews with those involved, review of any available video, and a detailed examination of all the evidence. The investigating agency will assess the facts and evidence, then submit the complete case to the Washoe County District Attorney's Office for criminal review. The District Attorney's Office will determine whether or not criminal charges are appropriate. Once their review is complete, they will release a public report outlining their findings. This video includes body-worn cameras of the involved officers. It is important to note that body-worn cameras offer only a limited perspective and cannot capture everything an officer sees or experiences in a given situation. On Monday, November 18, 2024, shortly before 1:40 a.m., a Reno police officer conducting proactive patrol saw Kristopher Gari at 1010 West 4th Street. Kristopher was wanted for resisting a public officer, eluding, reckless driving, and several traffic charges stemming from 2 prior incidents the 2 days before. Additionally, Kristopher had an active warrant for his arrest. In order to give you a complete picture as to what happened on November 18th, we need to show you what happened in those 2 prior incidents. The first incident occurred on Saturday, November 16, 2024, just before 11 p.m. Reno police officers conducted a traffic stop on an unlicensed gray Suburban at Sutro and Castle Way. The driver of the vehicle, Kristopher Gari, had a revoked driver's license and a warrant for his arrest. Officers asked Kristopher to exit the vehicle to detain him while confirming his warrant. While attempting to detain him, Kristopher resisted arrest and ultimately fled from officers in his vehicle.
Don't stop!
Hey, I just stiffened up because I'm nervous.
Stop!
Okay?
Stop! Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not trying to resist. Hey!
Put your hands behind your back. You're gonna get hurt.
Hey! Hey! Stop it! Please! Stop! Hey!
Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
God damn it!
Get on the ground! 122 expedite cover.
Officers were unable to locate Kristopher or the vehicle. Now, in addition to the warrant, officers had probable cause to arrest Kristopher for eluding, resisting an officer, and additional traffic charges. The second incident occurred on Sunday, November 17, 2024, at approximately 7:30 a.m. Officers responded to the 700 block of Twin Lakes Drive on the report of a suspicious vehicle parked on private property.
Hi, my name's and I live at Twin Lakes Drive near 4th and McCarran. It's kind of rural out here. There's a green belt behind us, and there's a parking lot, a dirt parking lot behind us. And this morning when we woke up, there's a black SUV, a big car. I can't tell what kind it is. I haven't walked up to it. It doesn't have a license plate on the back. And it's parked it's probably 30 feet away from our house up this little hill. And it wasn't there last night. And they backed in. They would have had to go between a couple of trees and branches, small tree branches. So it's just a very suspicious looking car and close to our house.
When officers arrived on scene, they immediately realized that the suspicious vehicle was the same vehicle from the incident the day before. When Kristopher returned to his vehicle, officers attempted to conduct a traffic stop. Kristopher then fled from the stop, hitting several patrol cars while fleeing.
Should we stay out of his way? If he tries to run, let him run.
Officers attempted to locate Kristopher in the vehicle in the area, but were unable to. In addition to the charges Kristopher was wanted for from the incident the day prior, he was now additionally wanted for reckless driving, obstructing and resisting an officer, and additional traffic charges. The following day, on Monday, November 18th, 2024, just before 1:40 a.m., a Reno police officer was on proactive patrol in the area of 1010 West 4th Street in a marked Reno police vehicle. The officer saw the same vehicle that fled from the officers the 2 previous days, with Kristopher in the driver's seat. Our officer attempted to take Kristopher into custody and entered his vehicle in an attempt to keep him from fleeing and further endangering the public. While inside the vehicle, a physical fight occurred between Kristopher and the officer. During the fight, Kristopher ignored the officer's commands and drove off with the officer trapped inside the vehicle.
Hey, got the shit! Come on!
Kristopher crashed the vehicle with the officer inside. The officer continued to attempt to detain him. However, Kristopher continued to resist while trying to get the vehicle started again. Kristopher was able to start the vehicle and drove at a high rate of speed with the officer still trapped inside. Kristopher then drove on the wrong side of the road, putting others in danger. In response, the officer drew his firearm in an attempt to force Kristopher to stop the vehicle. Instead of stopping the vehicle, Kristopher then grabbed onto the officer's firearm. The officer managed to maintain control of his weapon and was ultimately forced to discharge it. Officers provided immediate life-saving measures, but Kristopher was ultimately pronounced deceased on scene. The Sparks Police Department is the investigating agency for this incident, and the involved officer has been placed on administrative leave during this ongoing investigation.
In the coming months, the Reno Police Department's Office of Internal Affairs will thoroughly review all relevant information from this case to assess whether the officer's tactics, use of a deadly weapon, and use of force were in line with the department's policies and procedures. These findings will then be submitted to Chief of Police Catherine Nance for review. The video footage provided here serves as a summary of the events to keep you informed. Any additional footage will be made available once the formal investigation is complete. The Reno Police Department takes incidents of this nature very seriously and are handled accordingly. For further questions or additional information about the Reno Police Department and our policies, please visit www.renopd.com. Thank you.